Shock poll reveals Stephen Abe Smith's chances in 2028 presidential race. Read more. Stephen Abe Smith pleads with LeBron James over son Bronny. Podcast. The biggest takeaways from RFK Jr.'s confirmation hearing on Welcome to Magellan. Stephen Abe Smith would receive more support than several big-name Democrat presidential hopefuls if the 2028 primary was held today, a shock new poll has found. The ESPN star has previously teased a possible run for president, and his recent comments on the 2024 election have gone viral. Smith shocked Bill Maher's audience with his blunt verdict on why Donald Trump won a second term in the White House, and why he feels like a damn fool for supporting Kamala Harris. John McLaughlin, who was Trump's chief pollster, held a national survey of 1,000 general election voters. Among the questions he asked was, thinking ahead to the 2028 Democratic primary election for president, if that election were held today among the following candidates, for whom would you vote? 2% said they would choose ESPN star Smith. That is more than the likes of Beto O'Rourke, who ran for the nomination in 2020, and J.B. Pritzker, the governor of Illinois, both 1%. Remarkably, Smith polled only 1 percentage point behind Tim Walz, Harris's vice presidential pick, and Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro. Harris was overwhelmingly the number one choice, with a third of voters 33% saying they would vote for the former vice president despite her defeat by Trump in November. First Take host Smith, who made his name in sports media but has become increasingly vocal on political issues, gave a cryptic response to the poll on social media. He posted a meme of himself enjoying a smoothie alongside the results. In fact, only 8 other candidates and the undecided option scored higher than the ESPN star. During his recent appearance on Real Time with Bill Maher, Smith revealed how he truly feels having cast his ballot for Harris. Yes, I voted for her, a lot of people voted for her, but in the end, we end up feeling like damn fools, he said. Because we supported it, we fell for the okey doke, as they say. If you had a primary, the likelihood is she would not have been the Democratic nominee. Smith also scolded Democrats following their humiliation at the polls. Trump man was impeached twice. He was convicted on 34 felony counts, and the American people still said, he's closer to normal than what we see on the left. Why? Because when you talk about the transgender community, for example, and you're talking about issues that pertain to less than 1% of the population, the Democratic Party came across as if that was more of a priority than other issues. So when he shows up on week 1 on Capitol Hill, he says this is what we're going to do through an executive order, even though it's going to be shot down through the courts, Smith said. But he's saying I kept my promise. Then you turn around and look at the left, and you say what promises did you keep? What voter out there can look at the Democratic Party and say, there's a voice for us, somebody who speaks for us, that goes up on Capitol Hill and fights the fights that we want them fighting on our behalf? They didn't do that, and that's why their behinds are home, and that man is back in the White House. He's doing what he said he was going to do. He promised you he was going to do these things, and he walked into office, and that's exactly what he's doing.